Pepper Spider here with another game just for you. Today we are going to be taking a look at Onirim. It is a game for 1 to 2 players, a lot of fun, and I think you guys are going to like it. So here is the back of the box real quick. Some really pretty artwork on the cards. And so basically it is 1 to 2 players, takes roughly about 15 minutes of gameplay, and the age 10 and up. I mean, that's pretty basic. So on the back, it says, Onirim, welcome to the labyrinth. Will you be able to find the Oniric? The pronunciation is always baffling to me because it could be Onirim, Onirim, I don't know, but at any rate, sorry. Will you be able to find the Oniric doors before the end of your dream? You are trapped in the dream world and you have to wake up. Skillfully play your location cards and avoid the traps laid out for you by the evil nightmares. Ooh. Discover all the dimensions of the labyrinth, fleeting towers, summoning glyphs, haunting dead ends, and encounter the manifold inhabitants of the Oniverse. Because not only do you get the base game in this box, but you also get 7, yes, count them, 7 expansions. And so this, I found it on Amazon for about $25. Now, considering that it is the base game and it's also 7 expansions, which means you have tons and tons of changing, differing replay value, I think it's worth it. Is this video sponsored? No. Am I going to put a link to where you can find it in the description box? Yes, but it is not an affiliate link. I don't get anything out of this. I just want you to be able to find it if you want to try it yourselves. And so inside, by the way, I love the packaging. I know it's a very minor point, but you have this nightmare right on the front. And check this out. It opens up like this. This is just an insert that I'm going to remove later. It's strictly ornamental. Then we have our book of instructions right here with all of the rules for the various expansions as well. It's pretty easy to follow. And it comes with this cute little add-on. Well, it's not cute, but this is a little depiction of one of the nightmares in the game. He's sort of like a little Anubis figure. And we also have our cards. Now, this is the base deck. All of these cards are the expansions. So the majority of the cards, it's just the base game. This is the base game, and my rubber band broke. Of course it did. Now, all of these cards are the expansion cards. So you get a lot. Yes, it is $25, give or take, which for a card game, not cheap. But if you're considering how easy the gameplay is and all of the replay potential, personally, I think it's worth it because I have played this game dozens of times already, and I think it's a lot of fun. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you the different cards, and we'll do some gameplay. Yeah. All right, so I took the whole deck and I separated it out for you guys so that we can get an overview of the different kinds of cards in the deck. Now, these 4 piles here, these are called location cards, and they come in a couple of different varieties. First thing you'll notice, we have 4 different colors: red, blue, green, and sort of a yellow color. Now, these cards you need to play in order to find the door cards, and you need to find all 8 doors in order to complete the game. Then you also have nightmare cards. These guys are going to do everything that they can to stop you from winning the game. If you run out of cards before finding all 8 doors, the game is over. If you find all 8 doors, well, then you win, you wake up, and happily ever after. So, with the door cards, you have 2 of each color, and you have to find all of these in order to win. The nightmare cards, we will get into that. Now, the location cards. Something to keep in mind when playing this is that these 4 decks are not created equally. In fact, there are more cards on this side than on this side. You've got 16 red, 15 blue, 14 green, and only 13 of the yellow. So that is something that you're going to want to consider when you play the game. Now, as far as the location cards themselves, they have little symbols in the corners. You have suns. Sorry if the glare is interfering. So you've got suns, moons, and you also have key cards. The key cards are really important for a number of reasons. As far as the gameplay, you have to lay out 3 cards of the same color, but with different symbols. You can't play 2 suns next to each other or 2 moons or 2 keys next to each other. You have to have a sequence of 3, all of the cards being separated by a different card. So you could play a sun, a moon, and a key, or a sun, a moon, and a sun. That's legit. And it has to be 3 of the same color, and then you get one of your door cards of that color. Now, keys also can be played in a variety of other different ways. If you have a key in your hand and you end up drawing a nightmare card, you can banish the nightmare and get rid of that. These guys will do anything to get in your way. Also, if you have a key card already in your hand and you happen to draw a door card of the same color, well, instant success, you unlock the door. One more thing that you can do with the key cards is you can act a premonition, if you will. You can use the key card and look at the first 5 cards on top of the deck. You have to discard 1, then you can put the remaining 4 in whatever order you want. Now, the nightmare cards, these guys are problematic. So, as I said before, if you have a key card, you can banish the nightmare. The other ways that you can deal with the nightmare are you can discard all of the cards that you have in your hand at that moment, or you can take one of your doors that you've unlocked and put it back in the deck. That's no fun. Or you can keep the hand that you already have, discard the nightmare, and then discard the top 5 cards on the deck. These guys eat through your cards. These guys are no fun, so you want to get rid of them as quickly and as painlessly as possible. And there is a lot of chance involved with the game, but there is also some strategy, and I think that there's a nice balance involved. Also, the various expansions that come with the game, there are a lot of variations, other cards that are employed that increase the chances one way or the other, the difficulty, etc. I've tried one of the expansions already, which I rather thought was fun, but we're just going to be playing the base game for today. So I am going to shuffle all of these cards so that they are nice and proper, and we shall do a playthrough together. All right, so I gave my deck a good shuffle, although throughout the game you are going to shuffle this deck many, many times, let me tell you. That is part of the appeal, I think, that you are not stuck with what you have. There's always some chance involved, because every time that you find a door, well, then you have to reshuffle. Also, another thing that I did not mention is that you have the limbo pile, which comes into play. I will explain that as we get to it. So first thing, I need to deal out 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, on that initial deal, if I have a nightmare or a door, I have to put it into a limbo pile, deal out some more cards, and then reshuffle those cards back into the deck. So there's tons of chance involved. So, oh, okay, actually, we got a really good hand right off the bat. We have 2 moons and a sun all in the same color, so I can play those out. Plus, I have 2 keys. So, that being said, I can utilize one of those keys to see what is awaiting us in the deck. Because when you play a card, you have to pick up a card. You need 5 cards in your hand at any given time. So I am going to try to play it safe. Now, before I play one of these cards, one of the moons and the sun, so that I can get my first blue door, I am going to play the red key, because I said before there are more red cards than any of the other colors. So I'm going to play the red key, and then we're going to check out the first 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get to discard one of these cards. And, well, ooh, blue door, that is really quite nice. However, that's not going to help us because I don't have a blue key. I do still have to discard one of these cards. I'm going to discard actually one of the green suns because there's 3 green suns. I'm going to discard that. And then the blue door, I'm going to put that actually at the bottom of where we're going to get. Actually, I'm going to put the red sun at the bottom. Well, almost to the bottom. All right, there we go. That will suit me just fine, I think. Okay, so put those back on top and pick up our first card so that we have a total of 5. Okay, so now I'm going to start playing my blue cards. So blue moon, pick up a card. Blue sun, pick up a card. Blue moon. All right, and then, if memory serves, the next card should be the blue door. And so we now have 1 out of the 8 doors that we need. Very, very nice. Okay, now, because it was right on top, I don't need to reshuffle. So we're going to pick up another card because we need a total of 5. Green key. Ooh, this is working out very nicely for us because I can go directly into the green cards because I have 2 green suns and a green key. And so I can play the sun next to the moon because even though it's a different color, we also need different symbols. That's very important. So I'm going to start right in. However, I'm tempted to take a look at the next 5 cards. So, because I don't want to mess this up. I want to get the green door. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play my green key. Check out the next 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we can discard 1 card. Okay. I'm going to discard one of the red suns. And the rest of the cards I'm going to put in this order, I think. I think that will do. Okay. Pop those back on top. Pick up a card so that we have a total of 5. Play the green sun. Pick up another card. Play the green key. Pick up another card and play the green sun. So now I can find the green door. Now, because I have to actually search through the deck, we are then going to shuffle once we find the green door. There we are. So now I've got 2 out of the 8. So far, we are doing really well. That is going to change for us. Don't you worry. So give our cards a good shuffle. Woo. All right. That should suffice. And next door. Now, if I get a nightmare card, which nobody wants, I can use this red key that I have. Ooh, okay, we're safe. For now, we are safe. All right, now, The trouble is that I can't play a red sun next to a green sun. I need to play either the red moon or the red key. I'm going to save the red key for now. I'm going to play the red moon. Pick up a card. Okay. Play the red key. Unfortunately, that leaves me vulnerable if a nightmare card comes into play. Oh, we're safe. Okay, good, 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 good. Very good. So now I can play the red sun. We can then find the red door, give it a shuffle, bring ourselves back up to 5 cards again. We are doing disturbingly nicely right now. You know, the other shoe is going to drop, don't worry. So we've got our 3rd door and give our cards yet another shuffle. Now, the thing that I'm worried about is that since we have already found 3 doors and we haven't seen 1 nightmare, they might be ganging up on us in our deck. And they can be quite relentless, because I've had it happen where right after getting rid of a nightmare, another one pops right up, and then I end up losing a ton of cards. So we will find out. All right, now, next up, we have a blue. Okay, no, actually, that's really quite good. Okay, so also I'm going to consolidate my labyrinth here. So we just did our red one, and I'm going to build off of it. You know, if I want to do another 3 red cards after this, I can, but it needs to be of the different symbol type. But we will get there. You know, the day is young and I'm not, so let's keep going. Okay, so moving right along, I have some options. Now, I have 2 blues, which is really good. However, the likelihood of getting a sun is better than getting a moon. So what I'm going to actually do, I think, is I'm going to play the green moon. I'm not going to go for the green door, but I'm going to play the green moon next to the red sun. That way I can then play the blue moon and, sorry, the blue sun and the blue moon in that order, because chances are I will get a blue sun before I get another blue moon. That is my experience. So we played our green moon. Let's draw another card and pray that it is not a nightmare. All right, we are safe for the moment. Now, I'm going to play the blue sun. Pray that we get another blue sun or a blue key. Either or would be lovely. Okay, neither, so that's not exactly helpful, but I'm going to play the blue moon. And now we need, like I said, either a blue sun or a blue key so that I can get the second of the blue doors. I don't know, we're going to find out. Hopefully, no nightmares, because also I want to keep these yellow suns, especially because we don't have any yellow doors yet. Oh, all right, well, see, that doesn't help us. Because, yes, we need the blue door, but I don't have a blue key on hand as of yet, so that's going to go into the limbo pile for now. Pick up another card to get us up to 5. Oh! A blue key. Well, that helps us actually considerably, because I can play that and directly use this card from the limbo deck. We are doing nicely. And because it was right on top, I don't have to shuffle the deck at this moment. So, next card to bring us up to 5, a blue sun. All right, well, blue cards are no longer of any actual use to us. Sad but true. So I'm gonna discard, well, no. Well, instead of just discarding this and end up chancing it, I think I'm going to actually play a yellow sun next to the blue key. And then we're going to go from there. Blue moon. Okay. That doesn't help us either. But I'm going to start discarding my blue cards. All right, so discard you. Pick up a new one. See, another yellow sun. Yes, I need yellow cards, but I need something other than suns. That is not going to help us. So I'm going to discard the blue again. Pick up a new one. Green moon. All right, well, that's not bad, but it's not exactly what we need either at the moment. I will need it at some point. So actually, I'm going to discard one of my yellow suns because I already have a yellow sun and a yellow sun, so let's just discard you. Ooh, no, that's not what we want. That is not what we want. All right, well, because I don't really want to disrupt what I currently have, I'm going to discard our nightmare and the first 5 cards. Now, out of these first 5 cards, if any of them are a door or a nightmare, they go into limbo and they get shuffled back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, the nightmare card, that is going to go back into the deck. These other cards are going to get discarded, unfortunately. And going to pop you in the middle and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I've been working on this shuffling technique because my original technique, it needed some help. There we go. Okay, so we have to bring ourselves back up to 5. Ah! Another nightmare card. I rest my case. I told you they gang up on you. So we have to do, unfortunately, the same thing. You know what? In this instance, actually, I think I'm more inclined to get rid of my current hand and just draw anew. Because if I draw anew, and if there are any doors or nightmares, they go into limbo, and I get 5 actual legitimate cards. So I think I'm going to do that. Even though it may not be in my best interests, I think I'm going to do that. So we'll get rid of all of my hand, deal out 5 fresh ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what do we have? Well, we have a door and a nightmare and a key. Okay, so these go into limbo, and then I need 2 more cards. Okay, this is actually really good because with the key and the sun, I will be able to get that yellow door. So that is nice. That is very nice. The blue key also is rather nice because even though I can't use it towards a blue door, I can use it for defenses or premonition. So not bad. I am not complaining. So let's take these 2 that are in limbo, pop them back in, and shuffle off to Buffalo. And pray that we don't end up with more nightmares. So from here, going to play the yellow key. We're well on our way to a yellow door now. Next card. All right, we are safe. Okay, play the yellow sun, grab the yellow door. There we are. I'm feeling a little bit more accomplished now. Then, going to shuffle our cards once again. The deck is getting thin. unlike my waistline. And I still need to find 3 more doors. All right, well, we're gonna press our luck and see what happens. I don't know, you tell me. All right. All right, so moving right along, footloose and fancy free, I need to build up to a total of 5. Fingers crossed, no nightmares. Oh, we are safe. Okay, now, what I think I might do is play the blue key so that I can have a premonition and find out what is going to pop up in the deck. You know, I could either use this, like I said, as a premonition or a defense against a nightmare. Either way, it's useful. So I'm going to play the blue key. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And with the premonition, we have to get rid of 1 of our cards. I'm going to get rid of the nightmare. The rules don't specify that, you know, you can't get rid of 1 when you're doing a premonition, so I'm using that to my advantage. Whether or not this is a legal move, I don't know, but I'm going with it. I've seen it done before. So, nightmare, go bye-bye. Now, as far as what else I can snag, well, the yellow key is good, yes. However, the red moon will help us with that. The green moon will also help us with these. Either or, we're doing fine, actually. That's pretty darn good. So I'm going to put actually the yellow key on top so that we will be sure to get it. And we will go with that. All right, good. Nice. Okay. First card, going to play out the red sun. Next card, play out the red moon. Next card, play out the red sun. So I've got these three cards available for use for the next door, but right now I have to get the red door. There we are, and give our cards again a good shuffle. It looks like I might actually win. Now my success rate is pretty good as far as winning is concerned. It's, you know, I think I would say I've won more games than I have lost. Now the variations for the game, the expansions, like I said, I've only tried one of them so far, and in that one was rather tricky in some respects. Because you had to find the doors in a specific order. That was tricky, but the caveat to that is you could use your discard pile to cast spells and give you different abilities, which was kind of neat. So checks and balances. We might do one of the expansions in a future playthrough. Right now we're just doing the base. So still need to build myself up to our 5 cards. Before I do that, I'm going to consolidate my labyrinth here. There we are. And so keep your fingers crossed. If needs be, I can use the yellow key for defense. Oh, we're safe. Okay. So I'm going to start right in with the green moon next to the red sun. Ooh, this is working out for us. Okay, so we'll do the green sun next to the green moon. Fingers crossed. Okay, very nice. All right, so play the green key. We then get to look for the green door. There you are. Now I just need one more yellow door, and we will escape from the dreamscape. And I'm well on my way because I already have 2 of the 3 cards that I need. Am I always this lucky? No. I have, and sometimes, you know what? You get down to the last few cards until you know whether it's a win or lose situation. All right. Wish me luck. All right. Ah, good stuff. Okay, very, very nice. So, going to play the yellow sun and pick up. Ah, nightmare. However, we can use that blue key that we just got and banish the nightmare. Problem is that now I have to pick up the next two cards and pray that I don't get a nightmare. Ooh, yellow key. Oh, okay. Well, all is not lost. I can use, because I couldn't use two yellow keys next to each other anyway up here. So I'm going to use the yellow key, get rid of the nightmare, and try again. Okay. Ooh, all right. Good stuff. All right. Going to play the yellow key before I lose it. Now I just need one more yellow card and we will be hunky-dory. Now, the irony is that in this particular instance, since I only need one more yellow card for the last of the doors, I would welcome, believe it or not, getting a nightmare card at this point, because then I could get rid of all of these cards in one fell swoop and find 5 fresh ones. So I know the irony is running deep with us, but hopefully this next card will be a nightmare card, because then I can get 5 new ones. No, but we did find a yellow moon, and there you go. We can now get the last of the yellow doors, and we have won the game. Very, very cool. And just seeing, yeah, so yeah, the nightmares, they're in there. They are in there. We still had 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 still left in there, which I could have gotten at any given point, but we did it. We were successful. We conquered the labyrinth and we won the game. So as you can see, yeah, there is a lot of chance, but there is also strategy involved with, you know, do you know when to hold them? Do you know when to fold them? You know, what do you do with those key cards when you get them? You know, do you utilize them for the premonition, hang on to them to banish a nightmare? There's a lot of variable and strategy and chance all wrapped up into one, and I absolutely love this, and I hope you guys do too. All right, everybody, so that concludes a solo playthrough and my review of Onirim. And I think it's well worth it. I mean, yes, granted, $25-ish for a card game seems a little bit steep, but I love the replayability. It's a quick game. It's very easy once you understand the mechanics involved. Also, it doesn't take up a huge, sprawling space. I can play this on my bed right in front of me. Absolutely no problem whatsoever, especially because I like to condense the labyrinth as I go. It is very, very easy, and I love its simplicity. I love the artwork on the cards. It's very playful and colorful. And also, this is just but one of the games in the Oniverse. There's another one that I did get recently as well called Arion, where you have to build flying airships with blueprints and components and crews, and you have to build your 6 airships before your cards run out. It's more of a Yahtzee style game, actually, where there's dice rolling involved. It's also a lot of fun, but this was the first game that I got in the Oniverse. There are others as well, where you're building castles or fighting forest fires against a forest glen. There's all sorts of fun little adventures to be had, and I think that this game is well worth it. I would totally recommend it. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description box down below, and as always, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give a little thumbs up button down below. You know that I appreciate your appreciation as always. And tell me, have you played this before? Have you heard of this before? I do tons of research online looking for new games, and I thought this one, between the art style, the game mechanics, and so forth, I thought it was really, really cool. And I'm always looking for new games. And so, like I said, have you heard of this before? Have you played it before? Would you be interested in now playing it? Always interested in hearing your feedback and your constructive criticism. And also, if you have suggestions of other games that are either a solo game or a game with a solo variant, let me know in the comments section, and I would be very much interested in checking that out. So thank you again, and you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay playing fun, fabulous games by yourself or with someone you love, and take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.